Please excuse my pronunciation. Hebrew is not my first language, and I have not had formal training. Shema Yisrael, Havaya Eloheinu, Havaya Echad, Ve'ahavta et Havaya Elohecha, Bechal Levavecha, Ubechal Nafseka Ubechal Meodecha, Lo tikom ve'lo titor et bani, Amecha ve'ahavta, L'reacha Kamoka Ani, Havaya. Yevarechecha Havaya, Ve'yismerecha, Ya'er Havaya Panal Elecha Vichunecha, Yisa Havaya Panal Elecha Ve'yasem Lecha Shalom. Gidolim Ma'aseyak V'niflayim Havaya Elohim Sabaot Sedek, Ve'emet Udrachyecha Rakeyak, Melech Hagoyim, Milo Yira'ak Havaya V'lo Yiten Chabod L'shemak Ki Kadosh Atal Badiak Ki Kal Hagoyim Yibao V'yishtak'avu V'faniyak Niglu Mishpetei Sidkiak Ve'yomer Simuna Debarei Im Yeye Nebiachem Havaya Bamara Alao Et Wada Bahalom Adaber Bao Ki Be'ahat Yeb Daber El Ubistayim Lo Yesurena Bahalom Hezyon Lela Bin Pol Tardema Al Anashim Bitnumot Ale Mishkab Az Yigle Ozen Anashim Ube Mosaram Yatom Lehashir Adam Ma'aseh Wegewa Migeber Yekase Yashok Napso Mini Sahat Wehayatao Meabor Basala Awun Dwashmeya Nitkedash Shmak Kete Malkutha Newe Sewianak Ekana Dwashmeya Apbar'a Haulan Lachma Sunkanan Yaumana Washwoklan Haubin ikanadap hanan shwakan lahayawain la nisiyona ela pasan min bisha mitol dilahi malkuta hay la tishbohta la alam almin amen. Havaya auri weyisi mimi ira havaya maoz haye mimi ifad bikrob alei meireim lekol et besari sare wel yabe li hama kashilu winapalu imtahane ale mahne lo yira libi imtakum ale milhama bezot ani bautea ahat salti مئة هوايا أو طابق أباكيس سبته ببت هوايا خاليمي حيي لحظات بنوام هوايا بحكالو ولبخير كيس بنني بسكو بيوم رأى يسكيرني بستر بسور أحلو يرو مني وأتها يارون روسي الأويبي زبيبوتي وإزبنا بأحلو زبي تروا يسيرا وزمرا هوايا شما هوايا قولي أخرى وحناني وأنني لخا أمار لبي بكسو بني بانيكا هوايا بكيس التسكير بانيكا ميميني التطبيع أبدك إزراقي حييتا التيتس سنين والتهزبني الوخيسي كيبي ويمي أزابني حوايا يا أسبني حورني حوايا دركك ونحني بورا مساور لمعان سوري التيت تنني بنپسره کی خموبی ادسه کر وپیا خمسلوله هئمانی لیروت بتوب هوایا برش خیم خوه الهوایا خزاک ویا امیس لیبکا وکاوه الهوایا Amen. If you're listening to this, then my attempt at contact was successful. There's a lot of confusion circulating throughout the earth. There are many dysfunctions which threaten to begin a sixth great mass extinction here. And the very people like myself from the bloodlines who wrote the words that you just listened to, which I likely spoke incorrectly, they often do not have a voice and grow up in confusion themselves. I'm calling in emergency intervention, not just for myself and my own children who have been illegally adopted through violence and fraud and medical malpractice and legal malpractice against me. I'm not just calling in help for that, but I'm also calling in help for nature, for this planet, and I am from the bloodline that wrote those words. The bloodline who was made to be caretakers and guardians of this planet. And a lot of people who have stolen our words and twisted them and appropriated our cultures across the earth. They've taught our cultures and our religions to each other and forced it on each other and twisted it. And now they want the world to believe that we're the root of their problems or that our star family is the root of problems. And we're not. A lot of these people are not afraid of you. You know, allegedly, you're not making yourselves known and not intervening more because you're concerned about fear, but the catch is most of these people are really not afraid of you. If they were afraid of you, they wouldn't have been sending a lot of our kids to foster care. They wouldn't have been abducting a lot of us and torturing us for experiments or work in the military and no pay. They're not afraid of you. A lot of the civilians are not afraid of you. You know, they're not afraid of us. I mean, fear is really not the issue here. It's poor leadership and lack of intervention, a lack of consistent, firm boundaries. That's what the real problem is. You know, any human child needs a lot of love and firm, consistent boundaries in regard to discipline and education. And, you know, and often it's no different with adults, and we don't have that here. Here on earth, there has never been healthy, consistent, firm boundaries that don't change. And my bloodline is not the bloodline that's overpopulating. We're not the ones, you know, colonizing other people's continents and genociding, and our faiths that have been butchered and twisted and presented as the root of the world's evils and problems. You know, that's just wrong on so many levels. You know, we're the smallest population on this planet. We're one of the smallest populations, no matter which race you look at, which continent. And I've noticed that a lot of occultists allegedly are not allowed to tell us what we need to have a breakthrough. They're allegedly not allowed to tell us where we can live in peace with others who are like us, and that's wrong. That's not light work, that's neglect. You know, there are a lot of so-called light workers practicing neglect, failing to enact good leadership and good quality justice, and they call that love, and that's not love. A person shouldn't have to be punished and have bad karmas or misfortunes because they want to be a strong leader and set up the firm boundaries that are necessary to raise responsible, caring children with a good work ethic. There shouldn't be negative karmas from setting up the firm boundaries that are needed to establish a real civilization, and not one that really does often tend to run heavily on instinct. It's good that people are fighting for reform, but once the fight for reform is over, there's still going to be that need for better quality leadership. And what we have right now is a lot of the same problem people, a lot of the same problem genetics, waiting to step in and aggressively dominate and take over something they should not have control over. We do need intervention, and these people are not afraid of you. Here in North and South America, my blood group that made the words that you listened to at the beginning of the recording, we're only 4% of the population here. And it's just barely higher than that overseas. They've wiped us out thoroughly over here. And even myself, you know, they felt like, you know, my attempts to engage them as a real government was inappropriate. So they took my children and mutilated my genitals with a knife. You know, you shouldn't let fear determine the degree of intervention or visibility you have among mankind, because they're not afraid of you. If they were afraid of you, we would not be getting abducted. If they were afraid of you, they wouldn't have taken a lot of our children and depopulated us so heavily on all continents. It's not us overpopulating and destroying this earth. I'm calling for help. We need mature, compassionate leadership, and not the lie, not the fraud, not the extreme motivation towards forcing human evolution in the wrong direction, which is what we've been living with for the last couple of thousand years. We don't need all that. And even if no one else calls for that, I'm calling for that now, and I'm calling for the help that I need to live. I have a right to live in peace. I have a right to live in a community with others like myself. I have a right to raise my own children just like anyone else. And I'm calling in help to do that because there's so few like me. Very, very few on my continent. You know, I'm calling for you to help me to find my own people who are more like me genetically. I'm calling for you to help me rescue my stolen children from California and get them back. And I'm also calling for you to end the fraud and the confusions and the ignorance, and to take power from those who are too ignorant and too aggressive, and who really should not be in the positions of leadership, whether that's in families, communities, governments, space programs, whatever. I'm calling for the firm leadership that's needed as a complement to the reforms that the world is crying out for now. And the more aggressive bloodlines, they're the main ones fighting with each other and forcing my blood group's religions on each other, even though they're not even really evolved to live that lifestyle. They've changed the names, the words, so much. You know, it's enough. We're not the root of their problems, and if you don't step in, they're just going to wipe us out. We didn't cause this. A lot of them have had their foot on our necks too, both in ancient times and now in modern ones, and that's got to stop. That's not fair. This is not our fault.